Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play, as we are on our last Freya statue for the Mastery Challenge. And we're starting with the bear, eliminate all the attackers. This one's actually kind of interesting. You get waves of attackers and you only have your fists. So your job is to get some stun attack kills, means parrying a lot, getting rid of their bard so you can actually, launch your stun attack. Or you can use Rush and Bash, which is your active ability. You actually need to rush and bash 7 people, and you need to kill the other 6 with the stun attack. And once you get into this map, it's just a very circular map where if you sit on the throne, there will be a wave of enemy given to you. The first one's really simple, 3 bandits on each side. And my recommendation for this one is to start things out by mixing stun kills like this and get a couple rush and bash as well. And ideally you want to save 2 of your rush and bash for the last round. So mainly stun attack for now, because it's very hard to do stun attacks on the last round because you get the big giant bandits and they have too much health. So if one stun attack do not kill them, then you can't perform a second stun attack, because once their stun bar depletes, you can't get it back, so there's a lot of room for errors. So it's better to save the rush and bash on them. Now, remember to eat your mushrooms so you can get stamina.
I feel great.
Yeah, this one's rather simple. As a matter of fact, he's burning, so I don't want him to die of the burn, so let me just quickly put him out of his misery. And that counts as a rush and bash kill, and eat the mushroom before we sit on the throne again. The mushrooms will actually respawn between rounds. Yeah, all 3 of these challenges on this location is actually quite simple, which is nice, refreshing change. And here comes a couple more. They look like typical guards, but you see there's actually 3 cutthroats slipped in here, just more health. And it takes a couple parries to get rid of them. And they start using abilities like Smoke Bomb and throw sand in your face, all that good stuff. Like this. You just gotta keep dodging. Then punch him a couple times to get rid of that stun bar. Yeah. Finish your stun attack on this wave. That you can save the 2 rush and bash for the last one. Going to require a bit of patience as we have to wait to deplete their stun bar right here. They just gotta attack us with something that we can parry. Like that. Ooh, not that. And that's the last stun we need to do. Now it's all about aiming them at some furniture. Some obstacle along the way to bash open, but if their health is too high, they don't get killed, so might as well knock their health down a little. He's a weak one, he's not the cutthroat. The cutthroat health is a lot higher. Here we're just trying to reduce their health with our fist. And when it looks low enough, angle them and take them down. That looks about good. And then we threw him into a ledge there. That was actually close to failing, so regroup, make sure we get him in the right area.
Already.
Alright. There we go. On to the next wave. This one is a flamethrower with a wild boar and a giant bandit. The wild boar and the flamethrower guy is very annoying. He's also very annoying, because right now our goal is to reduce their health. Oh. That was a weird interaction. I thought I dodged it, but then we still got grabbed, like after a second delay. I don't know if it's lag or whatever. Yeah, the flamethrower just keep... I'll just ignore one of them for now. You can see the bash doesn't do a lot of damage to them. We gotta reduce their health by quite a bit. We gotta dodge quite a few things. And the boar as well. You do not need to land rush and bash on the boar or stun. It is just not really feasible. you know, 6 targets of the stun, 7 target of the bash, 13 people. There are 13 people on this one, plus 1 more. There we go. And the second swing is follow-up for the bash, for the level 2 bash, so it's fine. Yeah, now we just gotta punch the boar until it dies, and then we gotta go close combat with the flamethrower guy, the torch. Yeah, now as long as we don't die, it's a piece of cake. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Speaking of not dying. The screen suddenly looks so gray. Alright, he's trying to burn us. Dodge. Let's kill the boar. There we go. Alright. Let's soften him up, let him do his little range. Alright, no breaks for him. Looks about good. Not enough, one more. Alright, let's get one more. And that's it. Not so hard. Just gotta realize you gotta stun attack 6 and bash 7, and preferably save 2 bashes for the end. And that's gonna get you gold in this bear challenge, as you will see right here. And then onto the wolf challenge. This is the bow and arrow, eliminate all guards, indirect kills, and weak point hits. The indirect kill can be anything: explosion, poison, something else kills it as long as you don't kill it, things falling from the air, explosive pots. And what they give you here is a predator bow, which I don't like, but pretty much you have to use it to hit all the weak points first, and then you can set up, you know, firebomb traps to blow people up with indirect kills. The trick here, or the difficulty part here, is make sure you hit everyone's weak points first. Because if they die before you hit their weak points, then, you know, it's a fail. So you don't need to be stealth or anything here. They can't reach you. The map is filled with, you know, fences and poison. You can't go down to them either. So you can basically go around this, you know, ring-shaped area to snipe everyone's weak point. They have a lot of marksmen, so in this case you actually want to hit their weak point when they have their fire arrow drawn, because then it would be a indirect burn kill. Yeah, and then the predator bow is clumsy to use in my opinion. But you don't need to rush to kill anyone. You just want to first make sure you hit everyone's weak point. There are even animals on this map, but I tested it out. Their weak points don't count. The animals, they're free to release, so you can get indirect kills. I'm trying to wait out their alertness, but apparently it doesn't really work here, nor does it really matter here. And it's still really hard to aim with that predator bow. I don't like the ring aim, the zoomed in feel. It's basically a sniper rifle. Good thing is you have infinite ammo, so there's that. And when they do try to shoot you, the angle of the ledge, if you shoot around one of them, pretty much protects you. You take a little bit of damage if you stay out too long, but usually the AI will actually just keep missing you. I don't know why I pulled from that shot. That was a good shot. I just shot that one. Playing so hesitantly here. Like, no, that's not a good shot. No, that's not a good shot. But you can see they can't shoot you if you stay kind of behind that ledge. But there we go. We got, and then we realized, so we realized we missed this weak point. And then we finally hit it. So now we can set him up for indirect kill. I was worried the fire might have burned him out, but luckily it didn't. Because the regular shot damage, the one where we missed, doesn't do enough to burn him out. So we're just interested in getting weak points. Set a fire for them. Actually didn't kill them, but it's fine. There's plenty of things on this map that can do indirect damage. But he's already gone, so I don't need to do anything to him. Oh, we got shot for the first time. Yeah, you're just trying to, you know, run around, get angles on people, There was a, you know, crossbowman who was kind of behind a ridge. We couldn't see his feet. Right there. Okay, that guy right there. Now we need to just change the angle. He has 2 feet, both weak points. There we go. So he's done. And we just drop that on him. That's an indirect kill. Pretty much everything's indirect kill. As long as you don't shoot him in the head and kill him, or shoot him anywhere and kill him, that's an indirect kill. See, firebomb to the side, explosion. Catch him on fire, indirect kill. The thing is, you don't want to do this too early, in case someone you haven't hit the weak point, you know, runs into that fire, then you're kind of in trouble. And I was also testing whether we can hit the weak points of the animals and get a counter for that too, because that would be really nice, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Oh, there we go. Found him. We're just trying to wait till we get that notification where we have gotten all the, you know, weak points checked off, so we can start killing everyone without feeling bad about it. So here's the test. I was trying to hit his weak point. I was thinking that I was missing because the arrow dips, but then I realized the predator bow actually doesn't dip, and it's just not giving me the count for it. And I tested later on a different animal too, once I, you know, let them go too. It just didn't count, so it's fine. And if the wolf kills anyone, we're fine with that. Except for there's one person left who we haven't hit the weak point. I can't find that person. I think it's that person all the way in the back. So I realized I probably have to go the other way around just to get an angle on him. It's either him or him. It's not him. He barely have any health. Yeah, he died due to the explosive trap, which I think fires twice. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out who the last person is. Can't kill anyone until we figure that out. And started looking for his weak points, which is actually on his belly, I think, right there. Yeah, we're gonna go look for that last weak point. Oh, got shot again. Not you. We can just kill you. It's that guy right there. There we go. Now we can blow everyone up. Release all the animals. And then we realize the indirect kills are all done too. You can basically kill everyone except for 2 and you'd be done. So these 2 can kill whichever way we want. I could have just shot them too, but what is that, just to set up some bombs, release some animals, and then test out the weak point theory here. Which you see, I hit him, his stun bar went all the way down. Oh, but I guess I don't know if it counts or not, because we already satisfied the condition. He's gonna die of fire. Yeah, so maybe I take that back. Maybe you can kill the animals and get their weak point to count for you. But anyhow, this one was pretty straightforward and easy as well. And there was plenty of leeway there at the end too. The harder part is hitting everyone's weak point. That's what you must do. Alright, we get our gold and onto the Raven, the assassination. And this one, we're given no weapons. We're actually not assassinating anyone. We're putting people to sleep with the sleep arrow ability. And we must stay hidden and loot 4 chests and then run out to an escape point. For a second here, I thought the room, you know, stealth headshot creates a sleep cloud. Only to realize once you load in, you get no arrows. There's no arrows on this map. You can only spawn an arrow through the ability usage. But it's super straightforward, this one. There are exactly 13 people on the map. You have to sleep 13 people, but you don't have to sleep everyone, if you know what I mean. You could technically sleep 2, let them wake up, and then sleep them again, and over again until you get all of them. But in the beginning I wasn't sure of that, but it definitely is the case. And it's super intuitive. You have this pathway, you have to go between these 4 chests, and once you sleep someone, you don't want to stay in their vision, they're not going to search for you. And then you're just waiting for them to kind of buddy up. Now the few pointers here is when you're aiming for them with the sleep arrow, you do not want to hit their shield. You also do not want to hit any of their weak points. So just aim for the body. Here, don't hit the weak point. Hit the body. Put them to bed. Let them fall asleep first. And then you can move. They sleep for a long time. You have so much leeway here.
Feels stronger already.
And just steal all these chests. This was the only tricky part for me, is where the two guards in the next zone came over here to check on the body of this sleeper. And I couldn't get a good angle on these two. I was worried of exposing myself for a while, but then I decided to get really brave here. And just make sure I don't hit any, point. So you can't actually climb that, that's fine. You're supposed to go back around. Yeah, notice how one of them is actually not asleep. One of them just stood right back up, checking the body still. So that was the one I was missing. And I was thinking maybe I have to come back to him. But then I realized you probably just have to sleep someone twice and we'll be fine. These are all super simple. Just don't hit the shield, don't hit the weak point leg. Just put them down easy, steal their stuff. Don't stomp them, that'll wake them up. And then there's basically 2 more chests, I believe, or 1 more chest. And then escape. And then here we have to climb up and shoot down, which is even easier. But then I was a little bit worried on this run. I think this was my second run or something like that. And I was looking at the numbers, realizing that it's 29 points per sleep. So I was actually, short 5, and there's only 4 guys in front of me. I decided, okay, I'm gonna go back and just sleep any one of them. Doesn't matter who, as long as they don't see me, right? Stay anonymous. I was waiting for him to wake up and perhaps turn the other way. But unfortunately, as you will see, a couple of the guards from the back section got over here. And when he woke up over there, he decided to just look at my direction, which makes it quite difficult for me to pull off a shot. I probably could have done it here, but I decided to find like a different angle or something, somewhere it's more unlikely for them to even see me. Yeah, I think now he's just looking directly at me when I pulled the bow. So, decided to just play it super safe, find ourselves an angle somewhere like here, where we're just kind of tilting our shot. Ooh, he's just a little bit too forward, but I think we can maybe not that way. That way's more open. Yeah, eventually I decided, ooh, that's probably my best opportunity right there. Then we're just gonna repeat the sleep on the same guy. Yeah, you see how we can pull off this shot? There we go. And that's good enough. We got points for him twice, which means, we don't have to sleep everyone. We just have to sleep 13 people in total. So 4 left. Nice of them to buddy up. Now these 2 are probably harder to hit, so we start with those 2 over there. And once they go down, these 2 down here will go check on them. And once they get clustered together, we can do 1 arrow for 2 of them. Make sure you don't hit their shield. That's the only thing that could, devastate you at this point. And don't hit their weakness leg. That's it. Now we go steal. There's 2 more chests, I believe, and freedom. Freedom after that.
I feel great.
Don't stomp by anyone. You can walk over them, just don't hit R. Oh, there's no more chests. That was the last one. We're just gonna run to this point. And that's it. And that's our run. That's all the Mastery Challenge, all 15 of them. We finally finished all of them with perfect scores. Now we can go back to Hilderan and figure out what all these are for. And we can also go to her shop and buy everything. And speaking of shops, I also collected pretty much every single festival token that we need. But we'll also buy that once we go back to Ravensthorpe. So let's see. I'm going to take a look at this and make a comment about Hildoran.
I am finally finished. These answers had better be worth the effort.
Yeah, they better be. And let's go back to Ravensthorpe. Alrighty, we're back home in Ravensthorpe. We don't need to go to the shop because I've been doing the missions for the past couple weeks already, and we actually bought some items actually. Nothing too exciting. These 2 weeks have been about shields. We bought Ver, increases range damage when undetected, mythical light shield, and we also bought the mythical Bark, which increases assassination damage when equipped. That was what's on sale the past weeks. We also got, well, I already showed this, Sulter Sword, but that's pretty much what we have so far. I also did spend what little, what are they called, tungsten that we had to upgrade the one-handed sword that we picked up from the festival to its final form. And I think we can take a look at it. Once upgraded, can't really twist it. It has this little flame carving etching on it. The edges need some maintenance, but pretty cool looking rustic sword. Dodging temporarily increases ability damage for 2.5 seconds, 10 points. You can actually see actual numbers in these screens, but you can see that it needs upgrade, which is a very painful thing for us to do right now because we simply don't have the inventory to do so. Low on iron. I have built up my titanium storage again. Right now we are also desperately short of, I mean, we're going to use these to trade in for stuff. We're going to use this to trade in for stuff. We're desperately short on tungsten and nickel as well. We have carbon that we're never going to use because we have nothing of the lowest quality, which is kind of weird how they don't let you change the carbon to nickel or tungsten. Not that makes sense, right? We're not alchemists here, but still, trade them in or something. Can't even sell them. And for the festival, I basically played a lot of Orlog because you get paid 30 per match. I also did finish the other 2 weapon type for the ring fight. And aside from 15 per match, you get paid 90 at the end for finishing all 3. But it was basically still a lot of Orlog games. And I already spent most of those. It's all decoration stuff. This is the last one to buy. And we're done. Festival is over. Don't have to deal with this anymore. And now we go meet Hildoran, who still have a bunch of weapons and cool stuff that we can get using those tokens we got, as well as part of a storyline that she owes us. Why did we have to go train in the Hilger Helm?
Eivor, you return. I've completed my training. So you have. Walk with me.
Now remember, the storyline here is a meteorite hit the area near our village.
I have been busy while you have been running around. The last of the rock has been cleared. Now you will see the full entryway. This was here the whole time. We built our settlement so close to it and had no idea. There are no coincidences when the gods are involved. Everything happens as needed. I cannot see how to open it. That is because Freya built it so that only someone with the strength and will of the All-Father himself could open it. Ah, so that is why you put me through so many trials. Exactly. Now, take this and hold it aloft. There! That is what we have come for. Reach out and take the orb, Eivor. Good. Now hand it to me.
What does it do?
This is Odin's eye. It will act as a compass for us to find our next location.
Next location? This wasn't the treasure you needed.
I do need it. It will lead us to Odin's vault.
I feel like I've been used.
Maybe you have. But you are stronger, and now have access to my weapons and armor. Seems like it was worth it. Continue to train. Hugerheim will always be open to you. Visit me should you wish to see my collection again.
This is a cliffhanger, because clearly that's the door to the Frost, what are they called? Jotunheim and Melsheim over here. And those are potentially DLCs that we'll get in the future next year. Stripped of her armor, she was made mortal. Banished to wander Midgard, her purpose removed. Only Odin can see where her armor lays, a secret shared only with Freya. So perhaps there's some sort of secret armor set that's going to be linked with it. But regardless, that's it for this story arc. We are going to go back to her to buy her items, because that's really what we did this for. Now, if I can only find her little hut again. We can trade in all the mastery challenges. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about her story arc for the upcoming Siege of Paris DLC, but I think it will come back to introduce the next round of DLCs for next year, actually.
I'd like to see you wear.
Now we can buy everything, the bow, another dagger, and another bow. And as well get all the tattoo as well. And that's it.
May it serve.
You can ask her about the eye.
How are you progressing with Odin's eye?
Good. I will let you know when I have unlocked its secrets.
I need nothing.
You should go train then.
No more training. That's a lot of mastery challenges done already. So, we are wrapped here. In the upcoming days, we'll take a break from Assassin's Creed again as we await for the 12th, when the official launch of Siege of Paris will happen. We'll jump into Francia, travel to Paris, and continue our venture there. Of course, this game's getting continued support, so there will also be new River Raid map coming later this summer, and more DLCs promised for next year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this so far, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!